Calm down, diddly 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 diddly. They did their best, shoddily iddly iddly diddly. Gotta be nice, hostility diddly biddly diddly. Ah, hell, diddly ding dong crap! Can't you morons do anything right?
Alright, I'm going to try to start off this review at least with some positive stuff that this game does right, to be honest. It does some things that are right, but holy shit, some of the things that this game does wrong is... It's really there. It shows and it's right in your face. Like I showed you guys in that little meme I just did right there. It's right in your fucking face. Now, some of the good things is though is like the gear and the mods. The gear and the mods feel so fucking awesome to use, man. Especially along with the mods that works with your abilities and stuff. Like, first I should get with the abilities, because some of the abilities are really cool. Like, you could be a trickster, you can go behind people, slow them down, or, you know, you can teleport behind them, you can lash them, or you could be like a pyromancer. Pyromancer can throw out his fire lash, which is just kind of like a little quick fire bolt at somebody, and if it hits an enemy, it drains their health and perma-stuns them. There's even like a ultimate, well, not an ultimate ability it has where it like crouches down and like it charges up his ability, and it fires like a Kamehameha, and it's so... The abilities on here are so fucking cool, man, and especially if you put the mods with them too, where you'll gain like an additional fire lash, or another fire lash will like kind of chain to a different enemy, perma-stun them and extract more health from them. There's a lot of cool mods in this, especially when you're with your gear. Some of your gear does have mods on them already to make them even progress even further, which is just absolutely awesome. Now, for like armor and stuff too, which I want to kind of play into that too, they made some pretty cool other looking armor in this game too. Like, I've seen some people do some fashion on this stuff, and I gotta admit, in my own in my opinion, some of them do look really fucking cool, man. Like, honestly, props to the team for getting creative with your guys' stuff. Like, awesome job. You guys did flawless on that stuff. Like, some of the armor kind of looks like a molten creature, like for like the pyromancer and stuff. It's just so fucking cool, man. And speaking of character customization, hey Bungie, you need to start paying attention to these people, what they did with this. So if you guys don't know, character customization is a lot better than Destiny. It's like you got scars on your face, beards, and different hairstyles. It's just pretty cool. Oh, and like Bungie, you need to pay attention to this too. So if you don't like how your character looks once you're done customizing, like, man, I don't like this hairstyle or anything, there's a crate within that, in that universe, the game you're playing. You could just walk right over there, walk over to the box, activate it, and you can remake your character again. Yeah, you can remake your character. And I'm going to be completely honest, Bungie needs to implement something into their game to, I don't know, make it work like that. Because, oh my goodness, it feels good. It feels good with that kind of stuff. Now I'm going to kind of go into some of the rough patches. After, like, some of these were on the previous good list. But some of these actually kind of made it over. So, subclasses. There's not much difference with the subclasses. Like, oh, you do more damage. Oh, you can auto-revive, which is pretty cool. You can have like an extra skill with you. But it's okay. It's not really that much. Story is above average for a looter. Do what you will with that, to be honest. Back onto the mod system too. It kind of sucks ass. And I know I was just praising it earlier, like with all the different mods and stuff, which was pretty fun to use. The mod system needs to be fixed. It doesn't need to be like Destiny. It needs to be like Outriders, like I know it, basically. So if you don't know what I mean, is that when you customize your piece of armor or your weapon, you are only allowed to put exchange one mod out of it. Like, I can understand if it was like a legendary, I think it's called legendary, an exotic drop within this game. I can understand with that, but if I had a purple, why don't you let me change it out? At least that would have gave me like, okay, maybe I want to keep this purple and have this exotic right there. Because I'm telling you right now, that is, it's, the mods needs to be fixed. That's all I'm going to say. The reward system on this game needs to be fixed, man. It needs to be a little more rewarding and stuff, especially after this patch where it nerfed loot into the fucking ground. Like before this, like I felt I was being rewarded more for playing this game. I'm like, man, look at all this loot dropping. It wasn't on Borderlands level, but it was pretty damn close. And it felt good to be rewarded for all this type of stuff, man. It really felt good. I mean, like, I don't understand why you guys nerfed that loot. It makes no sense why you guys did. Especially with the environment, too. My environment looks, it's very iffy, to be honest. Like, I like it when you're in the beginning area. You'll see the electrical, and it looks beautiful, and like it's demanding my attention. But the further you get into the game with the environment, it just looks disgusting. Like, I understand it's a desert, but I mean, sometimes you can make deserts look good. But in this, no. It looks like doo-doo. Like bad. But now the fucking, oh my god. The status effects, okay, sometimes the status effects in this game do not apply. Like I was telling you earlier with the pyromancer, when you flick it at the person, and sometimes it doesn't even apply to it. I'm not talking like bosses. Like I can understand they have status immunes to some of them abilities, which is fine. I'm talking about like the grunts. When you hit the enemy with it, they don't freeze. Sometimes they just keep moving, which I don't understand why. But the tiers, I'm going back to the tiers real quickly too. What tiers are is it's like a modifier for difficulty. So say like you're blasting through the story and stuff, and you get to a point of you're doing really well, they're going to increase the difficulty. So you're on tier 1, it's going to increase to tier 2 and tier 3. Also, well, just to let you guys know, along with that increasing too, you get more drops. You get higher leveling drops in it too, which is pretty fucking cool in my opinion. But holy shit, when you're trying to play this game by yourself and it starts to get to like tier 8 to tier 10, you have no fucking, I'm probably repeating myself, but I want to make this clear. You have no option but to go on YouTube and look for a meta build that's going to help you at least be fucking meta and play through the game. I'm telling you right now, I had to stop playing Tempest and switch over to, I can't remember, whatever the tree was where you could actually automatically revive yourself. I had to switch to the top tree for Pyromancer in order to be freaking meta in this game. So that means my, what was it? So the only abilities that you really have that can work with that top tree was the one where you have fire bullets, what is it, the ash one, and then the flicker of whatever it is where you flick your fire and stuff. And then I forgot what was my ultimate ability. I can't remember it right now. Well, it's kind of where you hit left bumper and right bumper and stuff, and you can use it like that. That's it. Like, oh, except some of the boss battles are pretty fucking interesting, especially when you go into the forest. That one is one of the cool fucking bosses I've ever fought in that game. The rest of the bosses are meh. They're just spamming powers everywhere and just shooting guns. It's like, give me the more enemies, like enemy bosses that were like in the forest. Those were fun to use. I mean, fight against. Sorry, Jesus. And I just want more of those. That's all I want. I'm not asking for much. And now we're all going to get to our favorite part. This is the bad part. Holy shit. I've never probably played another game that has crashed as bad as Cyberpunk 2077 and disconnects as much as fucking Cyberpunk. I have probably disconnected like 19 times and had 8 crashes on this game. It's just... holy shit. Why? 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 It sucks. Like, how the hell am I supposed to play the game? Like, I was lucky enough to play the game through a whole last week and just plow through it. I don't know what they did, but they got the servers working again and it actually worked. And I'm happy about it. Sometimes when you use abilities in this game too, it does not register on hit on enemies. Like I was saying earlier with abilities, something's going on with that and I don't like it. Speaking of enemies too, character physics. I've never, ever seen characters like where their jaw just kind of absorbs in and they're just like, and just looks all freaking weird. Especially there was one I can remember off the top of my head. One of the enemies, like their feet just kind of like went up cricket and they just started waddling. And it looks so weird. And there's also another one that where you're speaking of enemies too. When you finish I think it's called a hunt or a tracker or whatever. When you go to execute the enemy, the cutscene flowness is terrible. I gotta find it somewhere and pull it up on the screen right now for you guys, just to see how bad it is. Not only is the cutscene flowness bad too, some of how the AIs function in this game is bad too. I'm about to show some fucking clips. Like, God, these. It is so... Ooh, it's so bad. It's just... And now I'm going to get to like the truly bad stuff with this game. Stuff like your HUD disappearing. Audio just stopping all of a sudden. Lacking... What is it? The characters talking and the subtitles don't keep up at all. Sometimes they'll lag like behind a lot. And I do mean a lot. Sometimes this game will crash too if you have it in a different language. Audio cutouts again, and then... Oh boy, one of my favorites, which I do kind of depend on this too to, figure out where I need to go in the game. The tracking is so damn buggy in this game that it'll take you back to your first main mission. I'm not talking about, like, you selected this first mission to do, and then you swapped over. No, I'm talking about you swapped over and you went to you're going back to your very first area of where you do your first mission. It is guiding you back to your starting mission. Another thing too that just really sent me the fuck over the edge with this game, which was kind of the last straw of the fucking whole thing, and I'm probably going to delete this game until I get it fixed. And I'm going to advocate people not to buy this game. And I hate to do it because I had some fun with this game. Well, at least solo, because multiplayer doesn't fucking work at all. Even after the patch, that's what's probably happened, to be honest. It's probably a multiplayer bug that fucked up my inventory. And I'm sitting there too, in matchmaking, and I'm going to bring up the clip for you guys. that whole time in matchmaking, it's either disconnects, cannot connect, getting kicked, or the fucking game crashes. This game is not worth buying. And I'm going back to that inventory thing too.
Who else having this issue? I lost all my gear, man. All right, let's see. Every time I try to play, I get this. Fuck!
I know for a fact that I'm not the only one, as I showed right now. I was not affected by this. I could go to Reddit right now and I will see a shitload of posts on there saying that they've been affected by this this bug that is still rampant. You've previously said, and I'm addressing the company right now, they've previously said that they would be able to get this fixed in no time flat. Which I don't understand why you rushed it. You should have took your time and gone through it and made sure it actually worked. Because before you release this patch, it was okay. It wasn't as buggy and stuff. But as soon as you release this patch, oh fuck. I saw the increased flow of disconnects, kicking, all that stuff. And especially this bug too. This bug got out of fucking control. It went out of fucking control so fucking badly that I've seen Reddit grow from 100 replies to 3,000 to 5,000. It's probably still fucking going up right now with all the posting and people leaving messages behind. You know, I'm pretty sure that what pisses me off the most is that all the time that I did put into this game has been wiped. 25 fucking hours down the fucking drain that I'll probably not get back, to be honest. I've been looking over Twitter, Reddit, your guys' forums too, to see if anybody got this fixed by any chance. I don't see a single fucking soul to get this fucking fixed. Like, at all. And some of the people on Reddit, from what I've been reading too, they've even told you straight that they've recreate this bug. And I'm going to just go through this real quickly, what he said on here. Friends and I created alts to try and recreate the bug to better, tried to avoid it, and we successfully recreated the bug 4 times over 20 attempts. Friend also experienced the bug halfway through the game, leaving our mains. Steps we took to recreate the bug. Alts created and skipped through the prologue to get gear faster. Joined on each other in Rift Town. 3 proceeded to start side missions, save Shopgirl. 4 at sign of autosave, both non-host players force a disconnect in our case at Alt F4, my bad, forcing closing the application through Task Manager. Reconnect to host after this point if the player loaded in without any gear, visible gear, invisible gear. We had a 100% success rate of recreating the inventory bug. As soon as loading in, force close the game again. Sign back in and check gear. And then he just says we have successfully recreated the bug, disconnects and loading player. So it's the fucking multiplayer that's buggy that gives us the inventory bug. This pisses me off so fucking badly. Especially what if Angel told me that supposedly that what the fuck was it? That supposedly that you guys were gonna just not bother with this game anymore. Like after after it was getting released because it wasn't going to be as successful. Supposedly, if that's true or not, I don't fucking know. But honestly, get this fucking game fixed because a lot of people do enjoy this game. I did enjoy this game until the inventory wipe. Please get it fixed. Not for me, but for the people that are affected by this greatly. Because I've never experienced this type of bullshit in a looter shooter or a looter game ever. Not even WoW did this. Not even Destiny did me this dirty, man. And this is... It's something. Now, would I suggest you to get this game? No. Stay the hell away from this game. If you want to try it out, I'll leave a link to Gamefly. Excuse me. I'll leave a link to Gamefly to where you can go sign up and try a free trial and rent this game if you want to. And try it out for free. It won't be a big deal. Or go ahead and get on Xbox, get Game Pass. And there you go. Other than that, I don't see me playing this game much further if they don't get this inventory bug fixed. Because let's be honest, this is a game breaker. Other than that, fuck this game. I'm not touching it again until they fucking get my inventory back up and running. God damn it!